That was nice impromptu. Do you watch any anime? Yes. I actually got my screen name from the band that did the music for my favorite anime, The Pillows, who did the music for Fooly Cooly. And believe it or not, the music for Fooly Cooly, well, our character from Fooly Cooly, Lord Conti, is actually part of the avatar for the person we are about to talk about in this next segment, and I am talking about Vaush. That is a very good segue into this. So, very recently, someone was arrested in Colorado under suspicion that they were going to carry out multiple mass shootings at schools. So I'm going to scroll down the article a little bit because I don't want this person's face to be shown. I don't think they deserve for their face to be shown. Thankfully, they were caught before they could do anything bad, but, you know, doesn't mean really anything, unfortunately, in this modern era when these things unfortunately happen far too often. So, in this person's manifesto that was caught by the police, let's just go and read this out for everyone. Colorado Springs, a former Colorado Springs student faces an attempted murder charge after reportedly making threats against various schools in one of the city's largest districts. According to the 18th Judicial District's Attorney Office, 19-year-old Whitworth, who identifies as Lily, was charged after an investigation into threats involving schools in Colorado Springs Academy District 20. Whitworth was arrested by the Elbert County Sheriff's Office and formally charged with the following offenses: criminal attempt to commit murder in the first degree, criminal mischief, menacing and interfering with staff, faculty, or students. Okay. Dispatch noted. I don't know why they are calling this person sister, since that isn't one of the names stated, but... Oh, dispatch noted. Okay, so this person was very likely reported by her sibling. Sister had just made a violent approach to reporting party. Sister threatened to do not very good things to a school. Sister has other anger issues. Okay, that's English. And sister made comments day before yesterday referencing the school shooting. So, once inside, deputies noted in the affidavit 2 holes that appeared to be punch marks in the wall. Bedroom door was off its hinges and lying beside open. The sister identified herself as Lily, but further investigation determined, okay, that's not really up the matter here. While speaking to Whitworth, deputies noted she appeared to be very drowsy and could not stay awake. When asked if she was going to not do good things to a school, the affidavit states Whitworth visibly shook her head up and down, indicating yes. According to the affidavit, Whitworth said the last school she attended was Timberview Middle School in District 20. Yikes. So either she's been homeschooled or she's really young. When asked if that was the school she was going to not do good things to, Whitworth again nodded yes. Let's go ahead and get down to the main bits. Whitworth had a very short, kind of planned out, plotted out manifesto. And in this manifesto, she talked a little bit about some content creators. And let's just go ahead and get into what she said about these content creators. Let's go ahead and get into it. So, in short, a brief of the manifesto's contents detailed a list of firearms and how to 3D print them, detailed lists of numerous named individuals to be not treated nicely, and their indented casualty versus injury rate. Information detailing the creation of IEDs and the finalization of locations being Timberview Middle, Prairie Hills Elementary, and Pine Creek High School. According to the affidavit, one of the notebooks also had a list of various mass shooters, serial killers, politicians, and entertainers, with commentary on each. Below is how the names were listed in the affidavit. Eric and Dylan, this is referring to the people who committed Columbine. This person referred to them as losers. Adam Lanza, I believe that's Sandy Hook. Too Smart? Not too, like T-O-O, but Too Smart. Israel Keys, I don't know who that is, but Degenerate. Lauren Severn, Pathetic. Vaush, there's the boy. There's the boy we're talking about today. There's the strong man we're talking about. Vaush labeled them as a terrorist. Donald Trump, con man, cops, useless garbage, and Stockholm name, Liam K. Okay. Whitworth has a preliminary hearing scheduled for May 5th, 2023. The bond is currently set at $75,000. Okay. First issue here. Why did this person have a bond set? That's an issue? I'll be 100% honest. Maybe. Just an idea. We shouldn't set... This is a reasonable bond too. I get it if it's like Colorado state law to make a bond have to be something that can be set. But like... $75,000 is a reasonable bond. Not for these charges. This person shouldn't be able to be bonded out. But like $75,000 is payable. So, I don't know what's going on here at all. This is a little weird. But, this person mentioned Vaush. Brandon's greatest soldier, Vaush. And we've had some conservatives here, and by some conservatives, I mean Rob Noor, our kind, balding friend, talk about Vaush a little bit. So, left-wing streamer at VaushV has repeatedly decried a transgenocide, implied we should stop right-wingers from committing this, and the way we should have stopped Nazis before rising to power, and called for the shooting of right-wingers like Patriot Prayer. He's not done any of those things. What Vaush has advocated for is that people exert their Second Amendment rights to gain firearms and defend themselves if need be, if provoked. If they believe their life is at threat, defend themselves. That is exactly what... That is exactly what right-wingers like Rob Noor advocate for. He's not doing anything different. He's just advocating that people defend themselves if need be. Not to mention, under this tweet, what Rob Noor directly links to, by the way, charge your phone, buddy, come on, is the place where it says that the shooter, the attempted shooter, listed Vaush as a terror that somehow made it smaller. Okay, listed him as a terrorist, and Rob Noor, our friend, is trying to say Vaush bad, that the person who is going to do this thinks that Vaush is a terrorist. But Rob Noor is trying to paint this as the person who was planning this out as being a Vaush fan. Something seems a little fishy here. I'm gonna be 100% honest. Something seems just a little fishy here. So, let's talk about this a little bit. This is one of the most blatant instances of just lying, literally lying to his audience, yeah? Like Hassan said, like what a liar, dude. What a Weasley little liar, dude. Rob Noor is doing here. And very rightfully, he didn't get much traction on this tweet. He only got 144 likes. And then Here's my tweet right here, evergreen. 73 likes. I got like, it's not, would it be half? 17, yeah, no, 70 plus 70 would be 140, so I got half of the likes. I had a stroke for a second. And like, it's literally just people ratioing him and going like, yeah, see, sweet, a schizo thread. And then I'm pretty sure if I scroll a little bit, or I look in the quote retweets, let me do this before I look into quote retweets, because you never know what pops up in the quotes. But I'm pretty sure the guy himself, the V-Man, the great, the warrior, Brandon's greatest warrior, himself responded to this and was just like, yeah, I actually think this right here, perfect image describing what is going on here. Yeah, this right here with like the brain getting like with the fire, and look at it, like it's like a little section. I think that perfectly describes the amount of mental work going on here. Look, I do not take kindly to the slander against Dark Brandon's brightest acolyte, as our kind friend Jizberg has said. This is really dumb and stupid. Okay? And I'm gonna tell you my position on this. And my position just has to be the position shared by Vaush. We are absolutely currently living in a society that is being just a little too critical of minority groups, okay? Just a little too. To a point where it seems like a little bit of bigotry. And by a little bit of bigotry, I mean you have people actively advocating genocide, okay? And that's not good. That's not good at all. That's dangerous, that's bad, and it shouldn't be happening. And in times like this, it can be really unsafe to be part of these groups. And I don't believe, and as well as this Vaush doesn't believe, that we should just let these groups out to suffer this. And by that, we mean, don't go out there and instigate shit. But you should have the right to defend yourself and your right to exist, with force if necessary. That is something that is shared by most people across the political spectrum, unless you lie in like the dead middle and you aren't that big a fan of guns. But I think most people, even then, can agree on the idea that if you are assailed upon, you have every right to defend yourself. And I'm not defending the person who made this manifesto and was planning out the stuff. I'm not defending them at all. Because what they were going to do is instigate stuff. Yeah? Which, ironically enough, this person was going to be a terrorist and was calling Vaush a terrorist. Which I think is just funny. You know, Vaush, you had the opinion of defend yourself if necessary. Meanwhile, this person was going out to instigate crap, okay? I think this dishonesty, which is not shocking coming from someone like Rob Noor, the Chrome Dome himself. Picture of Rob Noor, once again. I do not think this dishonesty is shocking coming from him, but just be mindful of this. Because this is so obvious. He was trying to implicate Vaush in this, and Vaush was literally hated by the person who was about to do this. They called him a terrorist. It's insane. It's insane that this is something that we have to discuss and say, hey, obviously, this person didn't like him, but you know what? That's how it is in the political scene. With that being said, though, you should have a right to defend yourself. I believe in that right. I know other people that believe in this, and hopefully you believe in it. And if not, feel free, more than free, to DM me on Twitter or Discord, links in the description to those, and I'm more than willing to talk to you about it. With that being said, I love you all. Hit that like button. Again, do those things. I'm covering this because someone suggested it, and so look at this, I'm covering it in the comments. Yeah, so if you suggest something in the comments, I'll get around to covering it, because I want to cover what y'all want me to watch. Hit that like button and subscribe. Share it with someone who you think might like it. Share it with your friend in your Discord group that may not necessarily agree with me. Maybe I can convince them otherwise, who knows. And I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.